We're going to have a nice question and answer period, which gives you a chance to interact. We've got Dave Castro here, our Director of Training. He'll be able to field those questions and dialogue with you. Guys, let's welcome Dave Castro. Come on up, Dave.
Any other questions? Good, I'm going to get into something. What's this?
Miami Beach.
South Beach diet. Yeah. What do we have here? We have a deadlift with the shoulder directly over the bar. What do we have here? A deadlift with the shoulder behind the bar. What do we have here? Deadlift with the shoulder slightly in front of the bar. We have someone doing a clean or a snatch, whatever you want to call it, being taught to look straight up and extending on his toes. We have someone doing a clean or snatch, whatever you want to call it, looking straight ahead and being taught to stay flat-footed for as long as possible. Over here, we have someone doing a high bar back squat. We have someone doing a low bar back squat. Over here, we have paleo, zone, Atkins, South Beach diet. Bunch of different options for kind of similar end states in food. Let's start with this down here. Which one of these do you think we want you doing? First one, okay? Shoulders over the bar. Which one of these do you think we want you doing? And we didn't really get into it much, but just pick one.
On the right.
One on the right, okay, good. Which one of these do you think we want you doing? When I say we, I mean CrossFit. Let's put us over here.
Low bar.
Low bar, good. And then which one of these, Paleo Zone, Atkins, South Beach, which one do you think we want you doing? Paleo, good. We'll circle that. Those are all wrong answers. Those are all completely wrong. Which one of these do you think we want you doing? Any of them.
Whatever works best.
Whatever works best. What do I want you to do? I want you to learn shoulder over the bar. I want you to learn shoulder behind the bar, kind of like what Dave Tate teaches, lift your chest up as you're coming up. I want you to learn shoulder slightly in front of the bar. And I want you to figure out for yourself which one of these works and be able to explain why the others also work. Here, low bar, high bar, which one do I want you guys to use? Which one do I want you to learn? Both, exactly. Know the advantages of one, know why one works here, and know why the other one works here. Same thing with diet. This has been an issue lately, but we don't prescribe any one of these. We're going to tell you what each one does. Paleo is really good for becoming healthy, and it's an easy prescription to do. Zone's really good for dialing everything in and being precise about your food so you can measure your performance. And personally, when I'm on the road, I do kind of an Atkins thing. Sometimes I'll do kind of a paleo thing. When I'm home, I'm zoning hard. And then a lot of times when I'm home, I'm zoning paleo hard. But have the knowledge of all of those and don't get sucked into any one of these. Because all of these, just staying in this realm, is all better than
Chair.
What's that? That's your couch. Exactly. That's a couch. All of that over there is much better than the option. And the option right now for a lot of children and a lot of people in America is sitting on the couch. Take it even further, all of that is better than what's that? Tricep press down. Yeah. All of that over there, doing all of that is much better than this alternative over here. Now granted, let's be completely honest, Ryan's not going to agree with me. And he has a 240 friend, so I'll listen to him, but not right now. This, though, this is better than this option, correct? We'd like to see people get from here to there. But once you do go from here to there, then all of that's better than this. If you're going to stay here, the answer isn't to go to there and then come over there. The answer is this stuff here. Learn all of these things, learn about all of them, and don't discard the others. We have a lot of that going on right now in CrossFit. And I'm glad we're having this talk because a lot of you did think like, this is the way or that's the way. And it's not that way, especially coming from HQ. We want to give you guys knowledge. Some people think that because we have an SME who teaches that the deadlift, we did have an SME, not anymore, that the deadlift is supposed to have your shoulders slightly in front of the bar and that you're supposed to low bar back squat, that's what we're saying is the only way to do it. Absolutely not. We're just giving you education and knowledge on other techniques. Again, we want you to learn all of these. But now what we have going on, instead of this camp over here fighting against that camp, oh, and there's one other one I forgot to put up there. What do you think it's going to be? Let's see if I have them right here.
Pilates.
No, what's that?
Food
Pyramid. Yep, so that definitely comes over here. All of that over there, food-wise, is better than this over here. But what we have going on right now, instead of these people fighting against that, we have these micro fights. We have these people here discrediting these people. We have these people here discrediting these people. This person here discrediting these people. These people discrediting these people, discrediting these people. Everyone wants to create these little fights internally that's doing nothing for the program as a whole. That's doing nothing, most importantly, for you guys. Look, we're trying to get you guys the best education out there without all this infighting. But all this infighting is slowing the process down. Again, I don't really care if you deadlift with your shoulder over the bar, if you deadlift with your shoulder behind the bar, or if you deadlift with your shoulder in front of the bar. Like Rory said yesterday, we just care that you're deadlifting. And that's much better than the alternatives. So what I'd like to say to you guys is take the time and educate yourself on all of this, and don't get caught up into being into one of these micro camps that's fighting with the other people and discrediting the other people. Learn it, acknowledge it, understand it, speak to it, and don't discredit the others. We even have all of this going on, so we have this level over here, which we'll call just this middle level, then we have this over here we want to stay out of. Now we even have this over here where we're at going on, where you have, we have what's called CrossFit.com, which is CrossFit.com workouts, which are one expression. They're one expression of CrossFit. It's not CrossFit. A lot of people think, oh, CrossFit.com is CrossFit and then anything else is not. That's incorrect. CrossFit.com workouts are one expression of CrossFit. Then we have a lot of these, I call them strength bias CrossFit programs that say you need to get strong before doing this. And what's silly to me is we get some of these programs over here, down here even, discrediting this, saying you're going to get weak doing this, you need to do this. So as trainers, you guys leaving and going forward, try to stay out of these micro battles, because we have a much bigger battle going on than to be fighting here. And what's that? That's to be fighting the couch, the food pyramid, and the pec deck, the tricep extension. Questions on any of this? It's a little rant. Let's look at this example. What are we teaching here? We're teaching shoulder over the bar. Now, I'm not saying that that's the only way to deadlift. What we're teaching here, for any of the stuff we're teaching here, we're not saying that's the only way to do it. We're giving you a consistent message that we use across seminars that works for a large audience. But if you want to then leave and use some of these other methods, I'm not going to be like, oh, well, he's not doing what we taught him. We're good with that. And a lot of people do get caught up in this. Well, I went to this cert over here, and this is how they taught, and we're not about that. Yeah. Any other questions?
Just one of the crazy statement, so I understand this properly. So we can put everything, basically customize that for our clients. In other words, because every client's different.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody's different. Somebody might be really into low bar back squatting, and I know Boz hates it. Boz loves high bar back squatting, and I know people who like the low bar back squat, and that's cool. I'm not going to grab those two and say you need to be doing it like I am, or like I'm going to teach you. It's like, let's adapt. And you know what I'm going to do then? I'm going to pull Boz aside one workout and say, hey, today you're going to low bar back squat just because you don't like it. And go, that's where you guys need to be. You don't need to be in this, I'm in this camp of this. Because there's these total micro camps going on right now, and all these micro arguments, and it's unproductive. Embrace it all. Now we're going to do a group hug. Sir. What's what? Oh, SME subject. We call them subject matter experts, and we have CrossFit weightlifting with Bergner, and we have CrossFit powerlifting now with Louis Simmons. And again, you know, I had a long call with Louis on the phone. I spent about an hour with him on the phone, and we were setting this up. And I was like, hey, you know, the bottom line is, you don't need to agree with what we're doing. You don't need to be a fan of CrossFit, because you have different training methodologies, and that's fine. I just want to expose the CrossFit community to the best training out there. So when we send people to go learn from you, just teach them what you teach. And do me a favor, don't badmouth what we're doing. And then everybody will work fine together, and we'll be a happy family. And that's what matters, is that you guys are getting the education of the experts. So we try to have the best subject matter experts in their field. We have Barry Sears coming on for nutrition. We have Louis Simmons for powerlifting, Jeff Martone for kettlebells, Mike Bergner for Olympic weightlifting, and now you're going to join him soon. So that's an exciting addition to the team, and it's just that's what this SME program is. Any other questions? Does this make sense to everyone? Does this kind of clear up what we're about a little better? Because I know a lot of people get caught up in the, oh, well, on level 1 you want to talk about this, so that's what you must be about. And we're about all of it. Again, all of these, what would all of these be in essence? In a sentence, what type of diet? Clean, but something else. Macronutrient wise, what would they all be? Lower carb than that traditional mess over there. There's something else you can add over there too, with next to that food pyramid. See the legendary. What's that? Whoa. No, it's not what you're thinking. It's golden arches. You know, that's a problem too. And it's not. It's not a problem. It's not a problem. It's not a problem for the reasons. What's that movie called? Super Size Me wants to make you think it's a problem. It's a problem for what they're eating and drinking when they're there. There's a lot of people who did movies or who did documentaries reverse of Super Size Me and ate in better proportion and actually lost weight. So there's a lot of, I'll call them anti-Super Size Me movies, where they stayed on McDonald's for a month but ate the right things and lost weight and increased their health by doing it. But you don't see any of those advertised.
So Dave, are you saying we should all go out and eat McDonald's?
No, because if I say that, I'll probably get 100 people on the internet.
That CrossFit one?
Yeah. I'll get people quoting me that Dave Castro said. Any other questions on